I'm back in Australia, like I said I'd be. It's Ashley, the American who moved to Australia and went home for a bit in the States to see family and friends, and now I'm back in Australia. Well, not in Hobart. I've actually decided to take advantage of one of my 15,000 layovers on the trek down to Hobart to do a quick 2-day trip to Sydney. So that's where I'm at right now. Just checked into my hotel, and honestly, why didn't I just start filming here? The lighting is like night and day better. Not gonna lie, for 32, 33 hours of travel time, I don't look half bad. Like, not to toot my own horn, but for 33, 34 hours of travel time, doing pretty good. Like, not dead. Yeah, you know, a nice, yeah, I think I'd call that a mural. Yeah. And whatnot. Thank you so much, Sydney. I have like one more minute on my rapid. You know, gotta play it safe, of course. Because I know I'm jet lagged. Why am I shouting? I'm so sorry, 1 second. I haven't like literally talked to anyone like a long time, clearly. I know I'm jet lagged, but when I walked into Guzman's and Gizmo, is it Guzman and Gizmo or Guzman's and Gizmo? Anyway, it's like kind of like Sombreros, but honestly so much better than Sombrero, or for my American pals, it's kind of like Chipotle, but not anywhere near as good in my humble opinion. But I barely walk in and there's just a full-blown pigeon staring at me, like comfy as can be on the counter, and he got escorted out not long after, but it's just like, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? Oh, have you subscribed yet? Give this video a like, all that fun stuff. I'm meeting up with someone. Actually, should I just reveal it right now on the video? Should I just reveal it? Or should I keep it a secret? I think I'm gonna reveal it. I'm doing a really exciting collab, which is one of the reasons why I was like, oh, amazing. I'll pop by Sydney, because a fellow YouTuber pal of mine lives in Sydney, who's also an American. I know a lot of you guys watch her. I'm gonna let you guess. It's kind of Australian. We are collabing. So excited. We're planning on meeting up tomorrow and filming some stuff together, and I was so honored that she wanted to. And I know a lot of you guys watch her. I've gotten a lot of comments like, have you seen her videos? Yes, I have. So we're meeting up tomorrow. Okay, I'm negative for the Rona. Like, shower and stuff. Oh, this is a cute area of town. Also, I don't know why I like go to cities and I just genuinely don't think that it's gonna be hilly. Like, we're about to go up an incline. I was just gonna go get my Indian takeout. And now I'm going up a hill. This is like San Francisco all over again. But I am way too jet lagged for this right now. New Funky Bird. I've definitely not heard that one in Tasmania. But I'm going down a lot of pretty streets right now. Ooh, that's another new one. Okay, first impressions of Sydney. The city itself definitely has much more character than I was expecting. Like, I've been to a lot of cities where it's just on a grid with modern buildings, maybe some old buildings, but there isn't really character. I'm sensing a lot of character. I don't know if it's like the history. I'm not super familiar with the history of Sydney, but I'm liking the city a lot more than I thought I would. Like, first impressions. Got my Indian. I hope it's good. So Indian was fine and everything, but I didn't realize until when I got back that they didn't give me any cutlery. And then I went down to the front desk and like, sorry, like we're all out, but maybe try Kohl's. And then Kohl's was like, I mean, no, or at least the guy didn't really know what I was talking about. So then I went to like a little deli, not far, and he was like, oh yeah, 50 cents please. So I did it, but I was like, wait, is that like a thing? Maybe it's just to help, you know, with plastics and everything. But anyway, it gave me an excuse to get my favorite cookies. If you know, you know. Good night, Sydney. I'm going to bed. Good morning, Sydney. Thankfully, jet lag wasn't as bad last night as I was expecting. I woke up at 2:30 and then I was able to fall back asleep and I woke up at like 7:30. So I think I slept for like almost 12 hours. I passed out like before 8 p.m. It was great. I was just going through some of my recommendations that I asked people for Sydney. Like my followers were on Instagram at Coffee Nut, and people left some really good ones. So I'm going to check out one of them. It's called Bill's for breakfast. They have a couple locations. Thankfully one's like not too far from here. It's like a couple blocks. And then I'll probably hit a couple cafes, come back here to regroup, and then I'm meeting up with a friend in the afternoon. I think this is like the most miserable weather someone could ever go like cafe hopping in. It is windy, it is rainy. It's not super cold, but it's like cold. Watch this audio like not even get picked up. Yep, you're under an umbrella. I'm like literally holding it like directly in front of me because of the wind, so I'm like, I really hope I'm just not blocking whoever's walking in front of me. But brunch was okay. It wasn't my favorite. Coffee was good. I don't know. Like, I understand it's literally like poached eggs on toast with avocado, but you know, there's definitely some that are better than others. I'm excited to go to the next coffee shop. And I'm just really happy that my umbrella is sturdy because or else I'd be screwed. I guess this is not helping the whole flooding situation here in Sydney, which is just really sad. Oh, now the sun's coming out. How cute! Yeah, these streets are so pretty. I'm pretty sure this is the street I walked down yesterday to get my Indian. This is Dowlinghurst, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna take a dumb one, like a point in the dumb corner for me, or not dumb, but oblivious, that so this area of Sydney is called Surry Hills, and I don't know why I just didn't put two and two together. Like, I've been walking up hills and stuff and it's called Surry Hills. I don't know. I guess I forget that a lot of Australian things are named quite literally, like snowy mountains to name one. So I don't know, I just did not put that together, but I'm almost at the next cafe. I'm really excited. A couple people recommended it to me, and it's supposed to be nice out later, so very excited. So many cute corners here in Sydney. So I just chilled out for a bit in the hotel, but wanted to like recap the cafes that I went to and whatnot. Breakfast was okay. I think I mentioned it, but like it just like wasn't anything crazy. The second place I went to was Paramount, and I mean, I'm sure this also has to do with like, I mean, it's a lot nicer out now than it was in the morning. It was, you know, dreary and raining, but Paramount was like really dark and I just didn't love the coffee. I feel like maybe I would have liked the atmosphere more, obviously, if it was nicer out, so I'm not like completely blaming the cafe, but I just didn't think the coffee itself was anything special or to write home about. Next up was Single O, and I knew I loved Single O coffee because there's a couple places in Hobart that use their espresso, but wow, I was blown away. It just checked all of my boxes for the perfect flat white. The microphone was probably the best I've seen in a really long time. It was just really velvety and consistent, and it wasn't super heavy. And then the espresso came through, and it was like so yummy. And before I was leaving, or like I was about to leave, and a couple came in, and it was like a bit busier because it was like later in the morning. And I was like almost finished with my coffee anyway. So I was like, oh, like, hey, like they could just snag my table, like it's not a big deal. And they were like super thankful and everything. I was like, yeah, like literally not an issue. Like they had some seating outside, but you know, it was pouring rain out. And so I'm like grabbing my stuff, and then the barista came over to me, and because I was like, oh, like I just want to make sure I pay before I leave. And then she said something along the lines of like, you know, you did a good thing, so like a good thing comes to you, so you don't have to pay for your coffee, like it's on us. I was like so giddy. I was like, oh my god, like I literally just had an amazing coffee and I didn't have to pay for it. And then I was chatting with her about the coffee because I was saying how good it was. And so this is their little like card on it. So apparently it's like a special edition. Like this is just their branding to like cross things out, but like I'm like, it's not summer, but that's cool. But it was like a mix anaerobic process with like another espresso that's really smooth. So it was a blend. And yeah, I just thought it was so yummy. And so now I am just gonna grab my stuff and then going to Bondi Beach. I feel like gotta do like some touristy things while I'm here. I just don't want to push myself too much because I'm definitely still exhausted and feeling some of the jet lag, but yeah, let's go head to Bondi Beach. Why is this so hilarious? They have an ice rink. So at Bondi Beach, I didn't know they had like a whole freaking Ferris wheel. I thought it was, you know, raining, but yeah, it's still raining. It stops soon. I'm notorious for getting to places chronically early. So I'm killing time in Woolies. You know, never know what I might want. So many goodies. But no, I got here earlier because I was like, oh, let me walk around, and then it was a rainstorm. So yeah, we'll just hydrate, you know, chill out, look at some groceries. It's like way too cold to be walking around. Like it's so cold out. So just waiting for Caitlin. Oh my goodness, everyone! Guess who I'm with?
Hi!
Do you guys know Caitlin?
Yes, no, let us know in the comments.
The amount of people that were like, oh, do you know kind of Australian? You know kind of Australian? You know kind of Australian? I was like, yes, like, we're collabing, guys, don't worry.
The number of guys like, have you seen Ashleigh? Do you know that American blogger in Hobart? Oh my god, have you met Ashleigh yet?
Oh my god, that makes me sound so cool! Yeah, we just got lunch, catching up. We're just getting set up. We're gonna do a video on each person's channel, so we're gonna switch over, but we're just getting set up and everything. Yes. Should be very, very excited.
Yeah, now that we're like kind of almost caffeinated.
I was gonna say I've had 4 today.
Oh, okay, I don't feel so bad. So we went to lunch and she only drinks like half of her flat white, and she was like all about coffee, and I'm like, is something wrong? You didn't finish your cup of coffee? Okay, apparently you had 4, so you're good to go.
No, but I talk about it on my Instagram, but it's like, if it's a bad cup of coffee and, you know, I have, you know, there's only so much caffeine a human can take. Like, even for me, like, I have some caffeine sensitivity with, like, anxiety and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, I'd rather have a great coffee. Yeah. Like, even though I'm paying for it, like, you know, I tried it. So I did have a couple sips. And she was like, she literally took the first sip. She's like, oh, this is so good. And then she looks over to me and I'm like, mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. People from Sydney, you know what Western Sydney is like? The best coffee you can get, like, in my area is 7-Eleven coffee. So yeah, like, homemade barista coffee, even if it's bad coffee, is still good coffee in my book. I'm also used to like American Dunkin' Donuts. And that's barely coffee. That's like a milkshake.
Yeah, literally, like I literally not long before I moved or left to come back here, I was like, you know what? I'm in the train station. It's either Dunkin' or Starbucks. I just got like a black cold brew. Just like, this isn't amazing. This is fine.
I feel like that sums up so much of American coffee. This isn't amazing.
No, this isn't amazing, but it's like fine. Should we reveal what the video title is gonna be?
Yes.
Because it'll, with my editing, like it'll probably go up whenever we plan it. It'll probably go up after this anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, reveal it.
Culture shocks.
Woo!
New South Wales, Tasmania.
Woo!
America versus Australia.
Woo! I'll just keep cheering.
She's like that little woo girl in the background, like,
Woo!
you just need her to like pep you up, like, come on.
Oh my gosh, I'll like pep myself up in the morning. Okie dokie, we're gonna get set up, but obviously if you aren't subscribed to Caitlin already, make sure to over her, but if not, I'll make sure you do in the next video. Currently waiting for my next train. I'm heading to a spot in Sydney that I haven't been to yet, like the more touristy harbor area, because it's actually like clear skies today, which is a blessing considering like the weather yesterday. And I got some loose bagels to go. Brooklyn Boy reached out to me when the whole bagel gate thing happened, and they were like, oh, like let me show you a proper Aussie bagel. And I didn't hear back from them today, but I did stop by. And I think it was definitely the best one that I've had thus far in Australia. Definitely still not the same, but like I said, I got some loose ones. So like tomorrow morning for breakfast or something, like I'm sure I'll make myself like a sandwich or something and see. But also not far from the airport. Actually kidding. First I realized that I needed to check out. I got a slightly later checkout, which was nice, but yeah, no, still gotta remember to check out. Like, love that for me. I'm actually like shocked how much weight I still have in my bags, like compared to the first time that I came to Australia. Like I went back to the States, wow, I'm shouting. I went back to the States with one bag, but then I came back with two, because I like brought back like a lot of random, well, some random, but like clothes and stuff that just didn't make the cut the first time. Oh, I need to pack my toiletry bag. That's, and all of that stuff. Okay. I genuinely packed my leftover pizza takeout from last night in here because I'm like, well, it's too early to eat it, but I don't want to just like throw it out yet. But we're packed, gonna check out, and then now head to the harbor. Definitely like much more center city for sure vibes. I mean, which makes sense because I am in center city, but yeah. Gonna try out Skittle Lane, which is another top Australian roaster. Oh, I am in focus. Hello. So gonna check that out, walk near the harbor. My flight isn't until 5 p.m. to head back to Hobart, so it's like not even noon. So I'm like, well, might as well explore some more. Okay, next up. Cute wharf. I guess you can like use your Opal card or whatever to go on the ferries. Am I understanding that correctly? And then I'm like, what even is that? You know, we're learning a lot here. Hello, everyone. Just making my way around this harbor point situation, but it's like still hot out in the sun. It's like actually really nice out. Yay, the pointy white thing. No, I'm kidding. I know it's the Opera House. Yeah, I just felt like I had to do, you know, the traditional harbor walk. You know, get a picture, call it a day. Lovely walk around. Now I'm just waiting for my bus. Gonna go back to the hotel, eat my leftover pizza, and head to the airport. Woo!